matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pace, 27, jump. Goes to the option. And some room to work. Turning it on. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play to pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy to the space.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the opener.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth, and they already got them back on their heels.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
You know, these little 1, 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's at the tip. Touchdown, UCF! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
Great play by the defense, taking that back for a pick six. And as a quarterback, if you're going to throw your running back, you've got to be accurate with it. Remember, they are not receivers. And if you make it difficult and tricky, bad things happen, and it did right there.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he pays for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap. It's Marshall. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Balls it at 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
BYU.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Showing off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Got the quick pass. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. He's got him. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free 1st down.
Stop behind the line here, lose a yard.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. 22, water. Trying play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
On that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that. I know that.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Balls and fired complete. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Number 32 in punt formation to kick it away.
The Knights will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Turns like that, right? Don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. And how about the oak? So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is just engulfed in the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wilson will throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Look out, he's got room. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Knights! And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get one after the catch and get the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes are thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and hit him direct.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
That linebacker shot through the hole so fast and timed up that snap count perfectly, getting the big hit on the running back for the tackle for loss.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw. He's caught downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Cougars have this offense rolling. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now facing a third and long. He's in the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Looking down the middle. And make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, UCF! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
This guy is officially a problem. Second receiving touchdown today. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup on that, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over a lead and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Fires to the tight end. And the ball's loose. Defense got it. Picked up a few extra on that return.
points on the board, but can't turn the ball over. And now all of a sudden they've given it back, and there's an opportunity for the opponent now to widen their lead.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Runs from the tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Here's first and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers. They've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they did tack on an extra one with no problem. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, UCF 28, BYU.
Coolers will kick it away and pick up the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Running into the open space. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That last one just the way you draw the big kickoff return. 87 yards, and he housed it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Working that left side now. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Bag's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion, setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Knights looking to convert on 4th down. Looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, UCF! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down near the goal line. Everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we have a final in the Red River rivalry between Oklahoma and Texas in Dallas. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Unleashes one. Finds space on the right. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on 1st down from the 28. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Buys a little time. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock up in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that get after.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Wilson to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll try to do it himself. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he shows you the athleticism. He shows you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Phillips. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Grab near the marker. It's Marshall. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence.
Deep shot for the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter.
UCF 45, BYU 7.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quick handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle, allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Motion from the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The Knights will call on their punt team.
In punt formation.
Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. I'd rather put my offense on the field and guys that do this for a living all the time and are really good at it, but he tried to sneak attack, and it did not work.
Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Nelson. He'll throw it. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving.
He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled it.
Throws toward the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Breaks into the open. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Let's go. Break. Single, single.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurdling his way toward a win.